All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, Tesla is playing a little bit of games with us. So if you are interested in buying a Model 3 or Model Y, you probably know about the $7,500 federal tax credit for electric vehicles, this massive incentive if you buy a Model 3 or Model Y. But it seems like Tesla is playing a little bit of games and changed the wording on their website. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and also why they changed it, a little bit of the backstory on what the heck is actually going on with it. Plus, I'll give you my thoughts on, because there's a little bit of a history lesson here on what happened last December, and we can try and infer from that. So we're going to get into that. But before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, which basically means just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best price rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got David. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So this is what just happened. So shout out to Sawyer Merritt for posting this. Tesla now states on their website that there will likely be reductions to the $7,500 EV tax credit in the US for eligible Model 3 buyers in 2023. So pretty interesting statement, right, that they've done, and they've put this onto the website. So you can see, if you go to Tesla.com right now, you'll see that the big banner at the top has been adjusted, and now it says available for Model 3 and Model Y, this $7,500 federal tax credit. Reductions to the tax credit is likely after December 31st. So to be honest, I think this is a little bit of a sales ploy, because Tesla's got to sell a bunch of vehicles by the end of this year. They've got to sell 1.8 million vehicles for the whole entire world. That's their kind of sales goal. So that is a little bit, could be why they are trying to do this. So of course you can read on a little bit more on here onto their more info. But on top of that, Tesla did send an email out to everyone regarding the referral program. If you haven't checked it out, check it out in the referral link down below in the description. But they also added this verbiage. The $7,500 federal tax credit will likely decrease after December 31st, 2023 for some models. New Model 3 and Model Y vehicles delivered by December 31st, 2023 still qualify for the credit. So a little bit of a wordsmith, right? And so if you don't know how this tax credit actually works, is you buy the vehicle now, and when you file for your taxes next year, you get an added extra refund, as long as you as an individual qualify for your income limits, as minimum like $75,000 W-2 income single, all the way up to $150,000 for a single income earner. We've made plenty of videos on the channel. If you don't know how that actually works, check out some of those videos that give you a full explanation and give you the exact website where you can do the math and calculations yourself. But certainly I feel like Tesla is doing a little bit of a sales tactic, because they know they've got to sell a bunch of vehicles by the end of this year. And so they're probably trying to tell people like, hey, you need to take your vehicle, take delivery of your vehicle now, because Model 3 and Model Y might not qualify for the full tax credit. And so if you don't know how that actually works, we've got this website here. It's bipartisanpolicy.com, and it goes into a little bit further into the EV electric tax credit based upon the Inflation Reduction Act. But you can see this is where it actually boils down to, because if you didn't know, the $7,500 federal tax credit is broken into two parts, $3,750 and $3,750. And both of those parts are based upon where the minimum percentage of the battery components are produced, and also the minimum percentage of the critical minerals. So we're in 2023 right now, and you can see the related percentages for those two categories right here on the screen. But you can see, and as you might have noticed, in 2024, it goes up to 60% for minimum percentage of battery components components manufactured in North America, and 50% for minimum percentage of critical minerals processed. So this is what they're basically saying, that, hey, these Tesla Model 3s and Model Ys, if you take delivery next year, it might not qualify for the full 7,500. There was portions of the year, maybe portions, or actually just of this year, where the Model 3 and Model Y didn't qualify for the full 7,500. To give you an example, the Model 3 standard range, the cheapest trim that it actually comes in, at one point qualified for only 3,750, and the other two trims, the long range and the performance, qualified for the full 7,500. But the thing is, though, if you're interested in buying a Tesla, you can actually save an extra $500, and you can do that by checking out the referral code down below in the description, because if you use our Tesla referral code, you can get anywhere from $500 to $1,000 off, plus 3 months of full self-driving. And that 3 months of full self-driving, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% confirmed on, but I'm pretty sure it's given to you as in loot box credits, so 10,000 loot box credits, which you can then use to purchase other types of accessories and things like that in the Tesla store. So I'm waiting on confirmation that if you got taken delivery pretty recently and got those loot box credits, let me know. I've got an old DM from someone that took delivery before him and got some credits. So let me know if that's how actually it is, but I'm pretty sure it actually is like that, unless Tesla's like forcing you to take those credits and pay like for the full self-driving, which hopefully they aren't, but because that'd be kind of weird. But definitely check out our referral code in the down below in the description, and thank you to everybody that's used our referral code in the past and in the future. But a little bit of a story time to give you some backstory on why Tesla could be changing this wording on this vehicle or on this statement, because they've got numbers to hit. And so if you probably weren't around, but we've been streaming almost every single day on Tesla buying content ever since about, I want to say like October of last year. And as you know, as we talked about a lot on this channel, Tesla works in quarterly fashions. And so last October and then November and then December was the end of Q4, end of the year for Tesla. So Tesla was pulling out all the stops to try and sell vehicles by the end of the year. And so at that time, what was on the horizon was that people knew that the 7,500 federal tax credit was potentially coming back for Tesla as the sales cap limits were lifted. And so a lot of people were trying to hold off and not buy their Tesla vehicle because they knew they might be able to get the 7,500 federal tax credit. And so what Tesla did on December 15th or around that time, they actually instituted a $7,500 discount on any Tesla Model 3 and Model Y that you can actually take delivery by the end of the month. They brought it to the Model S and Model X with a few days left into the year. And so Tesla could be doing something like that, because if you also didn't know, the electric EV tax credit does become point of sale. You can elect to have that discount be taken off at the point of sale when you actually take delivery. And so Tesla probably knows a lot of people might be looking to push that off, because of course getting 7,500 taken off the price of the vehicle immediately versus waiting for a refund check is a lot different. But that's where, if you're looking for a monthly payment with that 7,500 actually factored out, that's where channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet allows you to finance your Tesla and other EVs by allowing you to defer a portion of that loan all the way to the end, maybe that 7,500 federal tax credit, which then results in a lower monthly payment for financing your Tesla. Tenet can do this because they are a approved Tesla financing partner. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff that Tesla is trying to use those same tactics. So it's a little bit of a gamble. I certainly understand it. If you want to wait till next year, you certainly can. But just keep in mind that Tesla, there's nothing here that says that it's a firm date, but it does say reductions likely after December 31st. So let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And if you're looking for one-on-one customized support for buying your Tesla, if you have any questions or anything like that, you can definitely send me a DM in the Patreon app down below in the description. Ask me any questions about your buying situation and how you can get the best deal on a Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the